This program is brought to you by Link TV for educational and non-commercial use only. Mosaic, a daily news program from Link TV, presents a selection of news reports from independent and state-controlled broadcasters from throughout the Middle East.
Japan said that it will impose sanctions on North Korea even before it confirms that a nuclear test has actually taken place. China called on the United Nations to take appropriate measures against North Korea, reiterating that it is working towards reviving the six-party talks. The UN Security Council is scheduled to hold a meeting to discuss a resolution that was submitted by the United States to impose sanctions on North Korea only one day after Pyongyang conducted its nuclear test. Pyongyang threatened to launch a nuclear warhead missile if the United States refused to offer compromises.
قنبلة كوريا الشمالية النووية فجرت حملة انتقادات.
North Korea's nuclear bomb sparked an explosion of international condemnation. Before the test, Pyongyang has remained resolute in the face of international sanctions that have been imposed on it. But it is unknown if it will continue to remain resolute in the face of possible sanctions imposed by Asia. After the nuclear test, South Korea announced that it will re-examine its engagement policies with North Korea.
We reject a situation where North Korea possesses nuclear weapons. We will take severe measures towards this.
China is one of North Korea's most supportive countries, both politically and financially. China said that it will take active steps to convince its neighbor to resume discussions in the six-party talks, but remains cautious about imposing sanctions.
We believe that the Security Council should take appropriate measures, but any move must lead to a nuclear weapons-free Korean peninsula, and must be in addition to diplomatic efforts, dialogue, and consultations.
In the UN Security Council, Japan appears to be the most eager to impose sanctions on Pyongyang after it confirms a test has actually taken place. Tokyo proposed prohibiting North Korean ships from reaching ports in other countries and prohibiting North Korean airplanes from landing in foreign airports as well. Tokyo also proposed imposing sanctions on all commodities coming from North Korea and prohibiting senior government officials from traveling abroad.
When we confirm that North Korea actually did conduct a nuclear test, we will move towards imposing sanctions.
Meanwhile, U.S. military planes continued their air patrols, taking off from the American Kadena military base in Okinawa, Japan, which included a spy plane which was sent to Japan by the U.S. Air Force only a few days before North Korea conducted its nuclear tests. Haifa Aradi, Al Arabiya.
International security experts said that North Korea dug a tunnel hundreds of feet deep in order to conduct its nuclear test. An organization that studies international security issues has been examining satellite images of a location thought to be the site where the nuclear test may have been conducted.
Perhaps this is the site where North Korea conducted its nuclear test. Security experts who studied satellite images believe that North Korea dug a tunnel hundreds of feet deep in order to conduct the nuclear test.
This is the most precisely identified site.
This is the most precisely identifiable site. There are a series of buildings that surround a large dirt area. Also, there is an entrance that leads to the top of the hill and the opening of the tunnel.
Although the nuclear test has already taken place, it still takes some time to confirm that Pyongyang has